Quick video, y'all. Listen. Okay, so I need a haircut. I'm gonna get a haircut. I'm gonna get a haircut next week. So we're gonna talk about haircuts, okay? Okay, so quick story. I was at work this happened the other day. I was at work the other day, and it's this black girl at my job. She cool as fuck. So, I'm working, and she walked by, and she said, "Ooh." She said, "So we wait till Thanksgiving to get a haircut." This is exactly like she did in my head. Ooh. So we wait till Thanksgiving to get a haircut? Fucking bitch. But she really was telling the truth because my hair look a goddamn mess. I need to go put some more. I need to hurry up because I gotta go put some moisturizer in my hair because I cannot go to work looking like this. What's so crazy, y'all? You know what? One of my biggest issues is I'm always comparing stuff to back in the day. Like, back in the day, it wasn't like this. Back in the day, it only cost this much. Like, back in the day, girl, on some real shit, this apartment that I'm in right now, this apartment back in the day probably would have ran me. This apartment probably would have been about $550 back in the day. For real. Probably $500 on some real shit. I remember when I was in college, I had a 1-bedroom, the same size as the 2-bedrooms in my apartment complex. My apartment was a 1-bedroom. I was paying $470. When I had a roommate, we had a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. We were paying $520. Like, and if you wanted a nicer apartment, you was probably gonna pay about $600 for a 2-bedroom. I remember one of my best friends to this day. Her and her cousin had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I think that was paying $650. Like, apartments were not expensive back in the day at all. Haircuts, $10, $5. Like, you could literally go to the barber shop and get a haircut for $10. You found someone on campus, they charging you $5. Like, $10 was the max for a haircut back in the day. Then people started going up to $12, then $15. But the point is, like, you can't even get a haircut nowadays because bitches' haircuts are so motherfucking expensive. It went from $10 to a haircut to $12 to $15 to $18 to $20 to $25, now $30. Do y'all know, on some real shit? I'm not even lying about this. Just go to Instagram and put like whatever city you in. Like, anytime I'm looking for a new barber, I put like Houston Barber in, or Houston Barbers, or, whatever. It is people out there on some real shit charging $60, $80 for a haircut. Now, baby, that's too much money for my motherfucking pockets. I'm poor. I can't afford a motherfucking $60 haircut every week. I'm barely getting away with $30, okay? So $60, that's not for my pockets. Everybody money ain't the same. So it's a lot of motherfuckers out there who can afford a $60 haircut a week. I'm not one of the motherfuckers, okay? But when you really just break it down, what the fuck are you doing to a nigga's head to the point where you charging $60 for a haircut? Baby, you need to be washing, setting my shit. Do you hear me? Ain't nobody out there doing nothing to no nigga's head. And no tea, no shade. But a lot of the niggas out there who are barbers, the only thing they know how to do is cut a fade or maybe a mohawk. That's it. That is not no $60 haircut. It's not. Now, I'm not mad at you for charging it. Because if a motherfucker gonna pay it, then shit, the motherfucker gonna pay it, okay? But what are you really doing to my head where you have to charge $60? And just because you take an hour on my hair doesn't mean that it's worth $60. Because really and truly, you're just moving slow to try to prove a point. You really could have been done. And I've said this before too. Like, I was talking to some dudes at my job. Motherfuckers been cutting fades. A lot of people been cutting hair since high school. A lot of y'all motherfuckers are 30 and 40 now. And a lot of people still walking around here with fades. Now we went from fades to mohawks to like those little fades right here where your hair be big all over in a fade. Well, somebody said it's called a French fade. I don't know. It faded right here and it's like hair all over. But at the end of the day, you still fading something. At this point in your life, when you 30 and 40, you probably been cutting hair since high school, college. You should have mastered a fade. Really and truly, all bullshit aside, it should not take no more than 25, 30 minutes max to cut somebody's hair. You haven't mastered how to cut a fade, and you've been cutting hair since you was 22, and you 38, nigga? Why the fuck do it take so long? Why the fuck does it take 45 minutes to an hour to cut my hair? You've been doing this for too motherfucking long to not have mastered it by now. Anyways, but yeah, like these haircuts is just getting to it's just getting out of line. Like, and like I said, you know, everybody got a price point. Everybody's pockets ain't the same. Everybody's pockets ain't deep like some of these motherfuckers. So if you can pay it, if you gonna charge and these motherfuckers gonna pay it, shout out to the motherfuckers who paying it. Where you at, bitch? Okay, shit. Yeah, I just can't do no $60 haircuts. These $60 haircuts, you know. And then, you know, a lot of these barbers now, they break it up where, like, some of these barbers will charge you, like, $30 for your hair. And then if you want your beard tended to, it'll be an extra $10. My barber was charging, I have been going to my barber since. The reason why I changed barbers, I'm looking for another one now. Well, not really. But I changed barbers. My barber I've been going to him since 2003, I think. I had stopped for a minute. I had stopped going to him for a few years because I grew my hair out really, really big. Like, my hair was like Maxwell big. So I had stopped going to him for a few years because I didn't really need to. And I mean, I really didn't get edge up. Like, my edge ups, like, I would probably get an edge up probably like every like few months. And that's only because the hair on my neck, you know. But other than that, like, I just wanted my hair to have a natural look. I know it's crazy, but anyways. But the reason why I stopped going to him was because he cuts, like, he moves to a different barbershop. It takes about 40 minutes to get to him. And, you know, I don't have a car anymore, so I'm just like, girl, I can't be, you know, nah, fuck that. So I found a barber right up the street, and he was charging $25 when I first went to him. He just went up to $30 like a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, girl. So he $30, which means $35 because when I tipped him $5, which is too much motherfucking money, honestly. So that's $35. So if I get my haircut every week, that's 35 times 4. What's that? I'm not good at math. So I don't get my haircut every week because I hate getting y'all, seriously, this is gonna sound so trifling and lazy and sorry as fuck. Y'all, I hate getting I love how I look after I get my haircut, but I hate sitting in the barber seat. And my barber is just like my new barber is just like my old barber. Like, they do not know how to multitask. Like, the motherfuckers gonna stop, they gonna talk, they gonna go look outside, they gonna go look at some of the bitches walking by, they gonna go look at the game, they gonna stop, they gonna go get some water, they gonna stop, they gonna order some food. Girl, I'm in the seat for an hour, I done fell asleep 15 times. You need to hurry the fuck up. This is why I don't like come to get my hair cut, because all y'all motherfuckers is slow. I found one barber. Before I found my new barber, I found one barber. He was actually, bitch, that motherfucker was fine. Girl. That motherfucker was so fine, I had one of my coworkers come with me. Because I was like, this much. She was like, he is not that fine. I said, bitch, yes, the fuck he is. I had one of my coworkers come with me one day. One of my friends. She took me to the barbershop one day. And she was like, he fine. I'm talking about this motherfucker had muscles popping out of everywhere. That motherfucker was fine, y'all. I'm talking about, y'all know I found this, well, I found him on Instagram. I found his personal Instagram page. Motherfucker got 6-pack, chest out to her, arms, ass, thighs. That motherfucker didn't say nothing to nobody in the barbershop. I remember I went to him a couple of times. I ain't like the way he cut my hair, so I stopped going. But that motherfucker, literally, girl, you would walk in, he would have his earphones in. You would walk up, he would say, hey, how you doing? How you want your haircut? Tell him how you want your haircut. Baby, he put his headphones back in, he cut your hair, and he done. Bitch, that was the best time of my life. Don't talk to me. He wasn't talking to nobody in the barbershop. I swear to God, y'all. This motherfucker didn't say nothing to nobody. Not a soul. How you work in a whole barbershop and don't talk to nobody? This motherfucker didn't say nothing to nobody. I went to him a few times. And every time I went to him, it was the same thing. You still want your haircut the same way? Yeah. All right, dude. Get up. He'll be like, all right, thank you. He give you a dab, and he'll go about his business. That motherfucker was fine as fuck. Damn. Oh, I ran into his Instagram page again the other day. I was like, this motherfucker, I should go back to him. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'm just talking about haircut, like, you know, like even like these kids. They charging these kids $20. Like, I feel sorry for y'all mamas and daddies out there. Y'all should not be paying $20 for no 6-year-old haircut. The fuck? $20. So basically, I gotta pay $20 for my son. Then I gotta pay $30 for my hair. Then I gotta pay an extra $10 for my beard. And then I gotta leave you a $10 tip. And this gotta happen every week. What if you got more than one son? You know what I'm saying? Bitch. Anyways, bye y'all.